Number 1. Chevrolet Split Window. Hey everyone, welcome back. I don't know about you, but every time Chevrolet teases a new Corvette, my heart starts racing a little faster. And the rumor mill around the 2026 Corvette Split Window has been absolutely on fire. This isn't just another model year update. It feels like Chevy is reaching back into the brand's history to do something special, something that really resonates with enthusiasts and collectors alike. From the moment you see it, the 2026 Split Window grabs your attention. That classic split rear window design, something we haven't seen on a production Corvette in decades, makes a bold comeback, giving this car a striking silhouette that pays homage to the legendary 1963 Stingray. But this isn't a museum piece. It's modern, muscular, and unmistakably a Corvette of today, with sleek LED lighting, aggressive bodywork, and that crouched, ready-to-strike stance that tells you it's serious about performance. What's under the hood is where the excitement really starts to build. While details specific to the 2026 model year are still emerging, the Corvette platform has been evolving into something more than just a pure gasoline sports car. Chevy has been pushing hybrid-assisted systems in its performance models, and pairing that with a twin-turbo flat-plane V8, at least in recent flagship variants, gives this car explosive power with more responsiveness than ever before. You're talking about instant torque, a thrilling throttle response, and that iconic V8 soundtrack that Corvette fans absolutely live for. Now, let's be real. This is a sports car, not an off-road rig. But that doesn't mean it's limited in how you can enjoy it. Its performance suspension, advanced traction control, and aerodynamic design mean it tackles twisty roads with confidence and composure. Whether it's canyon back roads or a day at your local track, the 2026 Corvette Split Window feels playful and capable, even if it's not built for dirt or rock crawling. Stepping inside, the cabin pushes that modern Corvette evolution even further. Recent Corvette redesigns have moved to a cleaner, more immersive interior with multiple crisp digital displays, intuitive controls, and premium materials that feel like they belong in a world-class performance machine. There's a driver-focused layout that makes you feel connected the second you sit down, and updated tech that keeps you engaged without distracting from the experience. Pricing for this special split window variant hasn't been fully revealed yet, but given what we're seeing with flagship Corvette models, expect it to be positioned as a premium offering, a halo car that celebrates performance and heritage. When you compare it to past Corvettes, what's clear is how much the brand has matured. It still delivers that raw driving excitement we crave, but with modern refinement and a design nod to one of the most iconic Corvettes ever built. So if you're a fan of American muscle, automotive history, and thrilling performance, the 2026 Corvette Split Window isn't just a car to watch. It might just be one to own someday. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this the Corvette you've been waiting for? Number 2. Volvo EX60. We're diving into something I think a lot of you are going to be excited about. The 2026 Volvo EX60. If you've been watching how Volvo is electrifying its lineup, this new mid-size SUV feels like the most significant step yet. Blending bold design, long electric range, smart tech, and real everyday usability in one package. Right off the bat, the design grabs you. The EX60 has that distinctive Volvo look we all love. Clean lines, bold LED lights, and a stance that feels sleek yet purposeful on the road. It's unmistakably Volvo, but it also feels fresh and modern for 2026, like they took everything that worked on past models and just refined it. There's a confidence to it that tells you this isn't just another SUV, it's an electric SUV made to stand out. Underneath it all is Volvo's brand new electric platform, built from the ground up just for EVs. That means the EX60 isn't just a converted gas-powered SUV, it's born electric with improved battery integration and packaging that helps it deliver some seriously impressive range. Volvo is talking class-leading numbers here, with some versions expected to go well over 400 miles on a single charge on the longer-range variants, helping to ease that range anxiety so many people still worry about with EVs. And performance? There's something for everyone. From a strong rear-wheel drive version that's fun and agile, to dual-motor all-wheel drive setups that give you instant torque, confident grip, and quicker acceleration. For an electric SUV, it's got real energy and responsiveness that make it feel lively, whether you're in city traffic or heading out on a road trip. Now, I wouldn't call this an off-roader, but there's a version called the EX60 Cross Country that brings a little extra capability. It adds a bit more ground clearance, chunkier styling cues, underbody protection, and an adaptive suspension. Basically, a more rugged look and feel that says, yeah, we can handle a dirt road or two. Inside, Volvo's Scandinavian design shows up in full force. The cabin feels clean and calm, with a minimalist yet premium vibe. You're getting a modern infotainment system with big, crisp screens, intuitive controls, and smart features that make every drive feel connected and easy. Volvo's also putting an emphasis on comfort, lots of space, thoughtful materials, and that kind of interior that just feels good to spend time in. Pricing hasn't been fully detailed yet, but Volvo has hinted the EX60 will start in a competitive spot compared to other electric midsize SUVs, with more options available as you move up the range. Think strong value for what you're getting. Long range, premium build, cutting-edge tech, and the reassurance of Volvo's safety reputation. Compared to past Volvo SUVs like the XC60, this feels like a real evolution. If you've been waiting for a Volvo that really embraces electrification without compromise, the 2026 EX60 might just be the one. Number 3. Porsche Cayenne Coupe. Let's talk about the 2026 Porsche Cayenne Coupe, because this thing continues to prove that sporty SUVs aren't just a trend. They're here to stay. Porsche has been refining the Cayenne Coupe formula for a while now, and the 2026 model looks like a confident step forward, blending performance, luxury, and everyday usability in a way only Porsche really knows how to do. Before we get into it, real quick, if you enjoy car news, future models, and enthusiast-style breakdowns, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It seriously helps out and lets me know you want more content like this. Now, let's get back to the Cayenne Coupe. From the outside, the 2026 Cayenne Coupe looks sharper and more athletic than before. The sloping roofline is still the star of the show, giving it that sleek coupe-like profile. But the front end looks more aggressive with updated lighting and a wider, more planted stance. It feels less like a traditional SUV and more like a tall sports car, especially from the side. Compared to earlier models, this one looks cleaner and more confident without trying too hard. Under the hood, Porsche continues to lean into electrification, and that's a good thing. The hybrid versions of the Cayenne Coupe are expected to be a major focus, delivering strong performance while improving efficiency. You still get that instant, smooth acceleration Porsche is known for, but now with quieter driving around town and better fuel economy overall. Compared to older Cayenne Coupes, the 2026 model should feel more refined and more responsive in everyday driving. Even though it's clearly designed for the road, Porsche hasn't forgotten about versatility. The Cayenne Coupe still offers real off-road capability, especially with available all-wheel drive and drive modes that adapt to different surfaces. Whether it's rain, snow, gravel, or a rough road to a weekend getaway, it's built to handle more than just city streets, something that separates it from a lot of other sporty SUVs. Inside, the updates are all about modern luxury. Expect a cleaner dashboard layout, larger digital displays, and improved infotainment that feels more intuitive than before. Materials are top-notch, as you'd expect, with high-quality leather, subtle ambient lighting, and a cockpit that feels very driver-focused. Compared to previous models, the interior feels more tech-forward, while still keeping that classic Porsche feel. Pricing will likely move slightly upward, especially with added tech and hybrid improvements. But the Cayenne Coupe has always sat comfortably in the premium performance SUV space. You're paying for the badge, yes, but also for the driving experience that comes with it. When you compare the 2026 Cayenne Coupe to past versions, the biggest difference is how balanced it feels. It's faster, smarter, more efficient, and more luxurious, without losing that unmistakable Porsche character. If you want an SUV that feels exciting every time you drive it, this one is absolutely worth watching. Number 4. Lexus RX 350. Let's talk about the 2026 Lexus RX 350, because this SUV continues to be one of the safest and smartest choices in the luxury space. And for 2026, Lexus is clearly focused on polishing what already works really well. The first thing you'll notice is the design. The RX 350 keeps its sleek, modern shape, but everything looks a little more confident this time around. The front end feels sharper, the lighting looks more refined, and the overall stance is wider and more planted than older models. It still has that clean, upscale Lexus look, but compared to previous generations, the 2026 RX feels more athletic and more contemporary without trying to be flashy. One of the biggest talking points is the hybrid setup. Lexus continues to lean into electrification, and the RX 3.5 benefits from smoother acceleration, better fuel efficiency, and quieter driving, especially around town. It's not about raw speed, it's about effortlessness. Compared to older RX models, this one feels more responsive at low speeds and more relaxed on longer drives, which is exactly what most RX buyers want. Even though it's primarily a road-focused SUV, Lexus hasn't ignored versatility. With available all-wheel drive and updated drive modes, the 2026 RX 350 handles rough weather, light trails, and uneven roads with more confidence than before. It's not built for hardcore off-roading, but it's the kind of SUV you can take anywhere without second-guessing it. Step inside, and this is where the RX really shines. The interior feels calmer, more refined, and more tech-forward than previous models. The screens are bigger and easier to use. The layout feels cleaner, and the materials feel premium across the board. Lexus has clearly focused on comfort here. Better seats, improved sound insulation, and a cabin that just feels relaxing to spend time in. Compared to older RX interiors, this one feels more modern and more in tune with how people actually use their vehicles every day. Pricing is expected to remain competitive within the luxury mid-size SUV segment. It'll likely be a bit higher than previous years due to added tech and hybrid improvements. But the RX 350 has always delivered strong value when you consider reliability, comfort, and resale value. When you compare the 2026 RX 350 to past models, the biggest difference is how refined everything feels. It's smoother, quieter, and more confident across the board. Lexus didn't reinvent the RX, they simply made it better in all the ways that matter most. If you're looking for a luxury SUV that prioritizes comfort, efficiency, and everyday usability, the 2026 Lexus RX 350 continues to be a standout choice. Number 5. BMW Z4 Roadster. Let's talk about the 2026 BMW Z4 Roadster, because if you're into open-top driving and that classic BMW sporty feel, this one is shaping up to be a really exciting update. The Z4 has always been about enjoying the drive, not just getting from point A to point B. And for 2026, BMW seems focused on refining that experience rather than reinventing it. Starting with the design, the Z4 still has that long hood, short rear deck look that just screams roadster. But everything feels a little sharper and more mature this time around. The front end looks lower and wider, the headlights are slimmer, and the overall shape feels more sculpted. It's instantly recognizable as a Z4, but compared to older models, it looks cleaner and more modern, like BMW tightened up all the details. Now, under the hood is where things get really interesting. BMW is expected to lean into hybrid-assisted power for the 2026 Z4, which isn't about making it boring or slow, quite the opposite. The idea here is smoother power delivery, quicker response when you step on the gas, and better efficiency when you're just cruising. Compared to past Z4 generations, this one should feel more refined in daily driving, while still delivering that fun, sporty character when the road opens up. Obviously, this isn't an off-road vehicle, but BMW has improved how the Z4 handles different road conditions. Think better grip, smarter traction, and a more composed ride on rough pavements or in bad weather. Whether you're on a winding back road or dealing with less than perfect city streets, the 2026 Z4 should feel more confident and planted than earlier models. Inside, the cabin gets a noticeable upgrade. Expect a more modern layout with a digital display that's easy to use, improved infotainment, and better overall materials. The cockpit still feels very driver-focused, but now it's cleaner and more tech-forward. Compared to older Z4 interiors, this one feels more premium and more in line with BMW's latest design language. without losing that sporty, minimalist vibe. As for pricing, the Z4 Roadster is expected to stay in that premium sports car range. It'll likely be a bit more expensive than previous years, mainly due to added tech and hybrid components, but it should still be competitive with other luxury convertibles. You're paying for performance, design, and that open-air driving experience that's getting harder to find these days. When you compare the 2026 Z4 to past models, the biggest difference is how balanced it feels. It's still fun and engaging, but now it's smoother, smarter, and easier to live with. BMW didn't lose sight of what makes the Z4 special. They just made it more polished for today's drivers. If you've been waiting for a modern roadster that still knows how to have fun, the 2026 BMW Z4 is definitely one to keep an eye on.